What is going on, guys? Slickby here, and today we are getting serious again. So, you know how I started doing reviews for War Thunder? Well, I'm going to be doing reviews for World of Warships as well. As I get ships, I'll be doing reviews on them, and all the ships that I have right now you can expect reviews on. I feel like I'm going to do a review on pretty much every ship I can get my hands on that I think is of significance, and the Cleveland is one of those ships. So that's why we're going to start the series off with this. Now, I know I did do a review, technically, on the Kawachi, but I got in depth with this one. This is how they're going to be from now on. So, the Cleveland. Now, there was a Cleveland-class ship called the USS Cleveland. Now, that ship earned 13 battle stars, which were pretty much, like the average stars. It served in 13 battles, it means, or it got damaged, 13 times or whatever. The star meant that it fought in a battle, or it took damage, or it was hurt, something like that. Now, the Cleveland class light cruiser, 52 were planned, 27 were built. 9 of those that weren't built were converted into carriers, and one surviving ship was converted into a Galveston-class guided missile cruiser, which ended service in '79. So, yeah, these ships had pretty short service life, probably around 10 years. Most of them didn't see any combat. No, none of them saw combat pretty much after World War II. Instead of repurposing them for Korea, they chose the Baltimore-class heavy cruiser because the Cleveland took the same number of people to run it as the Baltimore, and the Baltimore was frankly better. The Cleveland had a crew of 1,255 men. 70 of those were officers. So, think about it. In this game, it looks small. Yeah, it's a big ship, but 1,200 men served on this thing. 1,200. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of fucking people. So the last remaining one of these is a Galveston version, which has guided missiles on it, repurposed for the new era of combat. And it actually is 3 hours away from me. It's in Buffalo, New York. So it's in the Niagara River next to a Fletcher class, I believe. A Fletcher class destroyer. I just want to see real quick. Yeah, so it's next to a Fletcher in the Niagara River up in Buffalo. So if you live in the area, go check it out. Piece of history. Send me some pictures of it if you can. This thing carried 4 aircraft, which is fucking crazy. I don't know how it carried 4. I think this was like a elevator maybe, or something like that. It folded up. It carried 4 of them. But I think that's pretty cool. Now, it has 12 6-inch guns, 12 5-inch secondary guns, 12 40mm Bofors, which are right here, and 20 20mm cannons. So we can look. These are the 5-inch guns. They're on these turrets. These are the main battery, which are 6-inch. The Bofors are in their quad sets right here. And 20 mils are riddled around everywhere. As you can see, 20 mils there. Now, the Vicksburg, which was another Cleveland class, got, transformed or modified in 1945 to carry 28 Bofors, and it lost 10 of its 20 millimeters. So I'm assuming, we don't have it, but I'm assuming like right here there would be another set of Bofors. Like maybe right here and right here. So in total it had 28 Bofors instead of 12, and it lost 10 of its 20 mils. But Bofors are better anyway for anti-air, so I think it was probably a good repurpose. Oh, and there's 2 up here. Those are so cool. That's such a shitty position to be. I feel like you have to stand up and shoot and stuff. But anyway, this thing is powered by 4 GE geared steam turbines that produced 100,000 horsepower. And it could travel at 32.5 knots, which is 60 kilometers per hour, or 37.4 miles per hour. So to put that in perspective, when you're driving your car, this thing can go 37 miles per hour, which is pretty fast if you think about it for a ship of this size. I mean, your car doesn't fit 1,200 people in it, and doesn't have like 20 turrets of guns. Or carry 4 aircraft for that matter. So I find that very impressive. The length of this ship is 600 feet. or 180 meters, very long. The beam is 63 feet or 19 meters. The height is 113 feet or 34 meters, and the draft is 20 feet or 6.1 meters. The armor on this ship and the belt, which is, along the side, can range from 3.25 inches to 5. The turrets can range from 1.5 to 6 inches. The conning tower is 2.25 to 5 inches. And the deck all around is 2 inches. So this is the Cleveland. Now I'm going to talk over me in battle and see how the ship fares. Do you want this ship? Is this something you should grind for? Is this your play style? Because it's very unique. It's not the same as most ships in this game. It doesn't have a lot of options. You basically all you do is shoot people, but it has a lot of options at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a very weird kind of thing if you've come up the cruiser line, because this is the first one that doesn't get torpedoes besides the St. Louis, but you've grinded up to it using torpedoes and stuff, and now you're just stuck with a lot of guns and no torpedoes. So I can see how the shift could be hard, but this ship is beautiful. Just let it fall into your hands and it'll be amazing. Alright guys, so how do I feel about the Cleveland? The Cleveland is a fantastic ship. What you're seeing in the background is just a quick gameplay of me basically taking on I think it was 5 ships on one side, almost by myself. And I did significant damage to most of them. I think I took out 2 Clevelands pretty much. And, this ship combined with AP or HE, either ammo type, has so much potential. You can set battleships on fire when you're supporting your own battleships. So what this ship does, it's a cruiser. It's good to roll with the battleships, roll with the big boys, and flank when you can. And if you're rolling with the big boys, let's say you get into a game with a couple Nagatos or Amagis, which you do, putting HE on and trying to light them on fire for your battleships to, have an easier time dealing with them is fantastic. And I suggest you do that if you get the chance to. Another thing to do with the Cleveland is the AP, as you can see here, just dousing your enemy with AP. It's amazing. So, you have a huge rate of fire, and you have a lot of guns, a lot of fire on target. It's really good ship. It's a good ship, and especially if you learn how to use it. You don't want to be rushing with the Cleveland. You want to sit back, you're a support ship, and you should be supporting your battleships. And that's the main thing. That's what you want to do. You want to aim for citadels, you want to set people on fire, you want to be annoying, and you'll be fine in game. So that's mainly what you want to do. And, hopefully you guys fill the role out well when you do get your own Clevelands. I'm sure you will. But, don't rush. Don't throw your ship away. And you'll be good. Overall, I give this ship about an 8.5 out of 10. Just of how much damage it can do and how lethal it is to the enemies. But anyway, it's been slick. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time.